Hey, Rock and Beer viewers, happy Homebrew Wednesday and happy Cinco de Mayo. Yes, I had big plans for the old Cinco today. I bought some flank steak. Was gonna marinate it all up and do some grilling, do some tacos, and then Danish Spring finally decided to arrive, and it has been just absolutely pouring rain for I don't know, the last like 48 hours. And it's cold as heck. So, yeah, I think my grilling plans are a bit waterlogged now. But I also got a little something else for the Cinco. Check this guy out. Look at that. Woo! Corona. Technically, I got it for an If It Friday, but I've repurposed it for the Cinco. Yes. So we can at least do this. I can have a beer for Homebrew Wednesday, and I can have a proper Cinco de Mayo beer. So, oh man, it's been a long time since I've had one of these. It's been years, at least years. All right, let's get this. What? This isn't a twist off camp? Aren't these usually twist off camps? Oh shit! Where's my? Hang on, I gotta get my bottle opener. Was not expecting. Oh wait, I got one here. Got a better one over here. Well, not a better one, but a more amusing one. This is my Chichingo one. There we go. I like that one. Yeah, so let's open that up. And of course, I've got the lime. I cut this one and I thought it was a little too small, so I cut a one, and then I thought this one was a little too big, so I got kind of a Three Little Bears situation. Yeah, it's way too big. All right, we'll go with the one I thought was too small. So what is it? Yeah, you squeeze it in there first, right? I probably haven't had one of these since I moved to Denmark. I think they used to basically give these away in bars when I was a young buck. They used to just kind of materialize. Get in there. Ugh. All right. So I think that's. And I remember, people used to do the whole thing where you put your thumb on there and you bump the bottle. You turn the bottle upside down so that the lime goes all the way through and infuses the beer. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that because I'm not gonna spill any more beer out here. Which brings me to my homebrew part of the Homebrew Wednesday. Well, all right, cheers. Happy Cinco de Mayo. Let's it smells like lime. Man, that brings back memories. Holy crap. Tastes like shit. Oh, wow, that's a lot of, my 20s are rushing back to me. Oh, my God. Yeah, man. Yep, that tastes like my 20s. All right. Early 20s. Whew. All right, guys, that's a beer and a half right there. I'm not gonna bother telling you what Corona tastes like. Tastes like a cotton swab down the throat or up the nose. I'd actually rather go have the test than drink the rest of this, but that's neither here nor there. Homebrew front. I did brew this past weekend. I did not end up brewing on. I'm looking for a paper towel because I spilled something. But I used all the paper towel. We'll get to that in a second. So I did end up brewing on. I didn't brew on the big brew day, and I didn't get a chance to join any Zoom calls or anything. I just got into too much other stuff. I was gonna wait, and I was gonna try and brew both with my brother and with with the guys in the homebrew club. Uh, and so I spent the morning kind of just, I got into some big cleaning projects, and then those cleaning projects took longer than I thought. And then by the time I would have had to have started brewing on Saturday, I wouldn't have gotten done brewing until like 10 o'clock at night. And I just thought, oh, man, I'm not gonna, it's not gonna happen like that. I'm not gonna go out like that. I got to talk with my brother. He had a big brew day with his buddy that he brews with. So we got to talk for a while. That was nice. It was nice to talk with them. And then I brewed on Sunday. So I'm not gonna put any footage of that, I think, on this one, mostly because I don't want to edit it, but also because the beer is going to serve as both a grain to glass on the beer, but also for the Firmzilla, which I did end up actually using. I brewed the Kvikeron, my wheat ale, my Oberon inspired beer with Voss Kvike yeast. And I wanted to brew it under pressure, so I did all the business. I got the Firmzilla going. I got it in there. I had two worst case scenarios, like a worst case scenario and a worst case scenario, with just diving right into pressure fermentation with the Firmzilla. Worst case scenario was I was going to blow the damn thing up and just blow the whole thing out. Second worst case scenario was I was going to spring a leak, and I sprung a leak. Everything looked fine. I brewed, and then what I did is I pitched the yeast, and I didn't. I left the valve completely open, the spunding valve, so that no pressure could build while I slept that night, because I knew that the fermentation would kick off overnight, and I didn't bother to mess around putting gas on it. So I was just going to let the pressure build. Basically, I wanted to play with it the next day, play with the pressure valve thing while it was under active fermentation. So I got up the next morning. It was fermenting away. I closed the valve all the way down. The pressure started to build, but it stopped building at some point. So I took the whole valve assembly apart, and I rejiggered it. And then the pressure started building, and it got to 10 psi, which was where I wanted to ferment this beer at. Was 10 psi under pressure. And then I let the pressure off with the valve until it stopped hissing, and until it went back down from like 15 to 10, and there was no more hiss. So I imagined that, okay, so this is 10 right here. I'm not hearing any more gas escaping. The pressure is holding steady. So then what I did is, this was all over the course of like the morning and then my lunch break. So then I worked the rest of the day, and then I got into, dinner and all that other stuff. And I ended up then, just before going to bed, I ended up coming out here to double check. And there was just a pool of beer. Just a pool of it. The whole place stunk of beer. And I opened the fermenter fridge up, and the Fermentosaurus was just pissing beer out the collection. The little screwy things at the bottom that I think are for blowing CO2 up into. They're just like pop caps, screw lids, and I'd lost probably two liters, maybe something like that. Maybe 2-3 liters out onto the floor. And the pressure gauge was almost to busting. It was up to 30 psi, and I think the thing is rated for 35. So I backed that down, and then I basically spent the whole goddamn night babying it. Well, not the whole night, but I was up until like 1 o'clock in the morning, coming out here every 30 minutes and making sure that this time the valve wasn't sticking and it was actually releasing pressure. So I don't know what happened. My brother has said that sometimes his will stick too. He's got a couple of them. And I've talked to a couple other guys in the homebrew club, and some of them have had an issue, a little issue, and some not, like with blockages and stuff. And I don't know, it's brand new, so and no Kreuzen got up that high. I don't know. It's working out fine now, and it's gonna finish fermenting. But man, that was not a great first impression. But there'll be a whole video on the whole Firmzilla thing, my first go around with it. So I'll leave it for that, and I'll take this in because it's freezing out here, man. Friggin' spring's May, and it's friggin' freezing. Anyway, I'm gonna go back inside and try and salvage some fajitas maybe, um, but tortillas and all the whole thing for the. I don't say it like that normally, but I'm gonna try and go in and I don't know, finish this and get something going. Cheers, guys! Happy Homebrew Wednesday. Let me know. Have you guys ever experienced that with the spunding valves, with them just working and then all of a sudden not letting pressure out for some reason? And it's the blow tie spunding valve. So maybe the brass ones are better. I don't know. I'm thinking about buying one just to have that too. But anyway, guys, cheers. Happy everything that I have mentioned before in the video, and we'll see you later. Bye.